So good evening. This is the first problem on the Zener diode. Okay. Uh, so for the regular Zener diode, we know it can be used as a regulator, isn't it? So the regulator is the one which will be maintaining or stable output voltage. Okay. So based on that regulation, we are having the problems. Okay. So the first problem is for the circuit shown below, find the V out, VR and IZ. So V out is the output voltage, VR is the voltage across this resistance, and IZ is the current which is flowing through this Zener diode. These three are asked. Okay. So first you should know this KVL and the KCL related to this circuit. Okay, by seeing this circuit itself, you should know that this V in is the input voltage that would be actually consumed by this resistor and also this um, Zener diode. Okay, because if you write the KVL in this loop, then V in is equal to VR plus VZ. That you should know. Okay, and then these two are in parallel, right? Without any series connection here, just these two are in parallel. So also you should know that this V out, which can also be called as VL, okay, because load resistance across the load resistance, this is nothing but the load resistance RL. Okay, so across which if you measure the voltage, that can be taken as VL. Okay, so V out and VL are both the same. Similarly, that is equivalent to this VZ, that is equivalent to this VZ. Okay, so these things you should know. One more thing, when we apply this KCL, Kirchhoff's current law at this node, at this particular node, then you should be knowing that, this I, this is the total current, okay, which is coming out of this source. So this I will be equivalent to this two currents. So I is equal to IZ plus IL, where IZ is the current which is flowing through Zener diode and IL is the current which is flowing through the load resistance. So these two formulas you should remember, or by seeing this you should come to know about it by applying KVL and KCL. So once you know about this, then we can find out the things. Okay, because it is asked about the output voltage and then the Zener current, and the next one is three parameters are asked, isn't it? The first one is V out, second one is VR, the third one is IZ. Okay, so these three parameters can be easily found out if we understand this simple concept. Okay, so what is V out? By seeing this we can say what is V out, isn't it? So V out can be calculated using this formula. Okay, so for that it is given in this diagram itself. So V out is equal to 50 volts. From the diagram, by seeing the, no need of calculation, by seeing this itself we can say V out is equal to VZ. VZ is given in the problem itself, in the diagram itself. So we got the first answer. Okay, this is the first answer we got. Okay, right. Then what is the second thing? B. The question is VR, voltage across this resistance. So for this we can use this first equation. Okay, this equation can be applied. So when you substitute in the first equation, what are all the things given if you go for the first equation? First equation is Vn is equal to VR plus Vz, isn't it? So in this we can substitute V in. V in is 120 volts, that is given in the problem here. You see, here it is given. Okay, in the problem it is given 120. And VR we don't know, that is what we are going to calculate. And this Vz is already known to us. Okay, it is given in the problem itself. So if I substitute 120 is equal to VR, that is to be calculated, plus VZ is given in the problem itself 50. So what is the value of VR? So VR is equal to 120 minus 50, isn't it? So it is 120 minus 50 is 70 volts. So this is the second answer we got. Okay, first one we found out, second one also we found out. Then the third is IZ, calculate IZ. So that can be calculated using this KCL. So we can apply this KCL. What is the formula for KCL? So KCL is uh, the total current I is equal to Zener current plus the load current, like that we can. Okay, so we should now examine, we should examine whether IZ is known to us. If these two parameters are known, then only we can go for calculating this, isn't it? So first let us decide or determine IL. How to find out IL? I is equal to V by R formula, isn't it? So it should be VL by RL. IL as IL. This is Ohm's law, we know that, right? I is equal to V by R. IL is equal to VL by RL. VL value we know it is 50, isn't it? That is the voltage across Zener diode actually. Divided by the RL value is given in the problem itself as 10 ohm. So we have to substitute it as 10. So it is 5. Okay, 5 amps. Like that we get it. Okay, 5 amps. Now one parameter we have found out. The next one we have to find out. Then only the total current I can be found out. Okay, so I can go for calculating this IZ. How to calculate the IZ? IZ will be equal to, how would you calculate IZ? IZ should be VZ. That value we know. Okay, sorry. IZ actually IZ is to be found out. Okay, this is the value which is to be found out. So before that, if you know this I, then only we can calculate this IZ. Okay, if two parameters or if IL and I are known, then we can calculate this IZ. So how to calculate I first? So in order to calculate this I, right, we must be knowing that it is the total current which is flowing through this resistor, isn't it? This is the current. I is the current which is flowing through this resistance. So if you know the voltage across this, definitely we can find out the current. Okay, so what is the voltage across this? Voltage across this is nothing but VR, right? So I can be calculated using this formula, VR by that R. That will be giving you this current, isn't it? So this I can be calculated using this formula. I is equal to VR by R. Okay, VR we have already calculated here in the second one. VR, this is VR, 70 is the VR. So 70 volts divided by R value is given in the problem itself as 5 ohm. Okay, so we can put that value as 5. Then right? It's 14, yeah, 14 amps. So we have found out this IL already found out. This I also found out. What is IZ then? IZ is equal to I minus IL. Okay, so I value is 14, IL value is 5. So it is 9 amps. Whether it is, sorry, it is given in kilo ohms in the problem. I have written it as ohms, but it is actually given as kilo ohm. So then you will be getting that. Okay, anyhow, it's okay. It's a problem. So problem, it is given as kilo ohm. Here also we have to mention it as kilo ohm. So when we calculate everything in kilo ohm, what would happen? Here it is 50 into kilo ohm means 10 power 3, right? So when it goes here, it is 5, right? It is 5 into 10 power minus 3. So we can write it as 5 milliamps. Similarly here also it is 5 into 10 power 3, because it is kilo ohm. 5 kilo ohm is the resistance value. So 70 divided by 5 to 10 power 3 means, then we can write it as 14 milliamps. It is equal to 14 times 14 milliamps. So if you substitute this, then you will be getting the answer as 9 milliamps. So the Zener current is equal to 9 milliamps. Like this we have to solve. Okay, this is the answer. We got the third answer. So we have solved the three problems, three questions asked. For that we have solved. Okay, now we pass on to the next one. So this is our next problem. So what is asked here? For the circuit shown in figure below, find the minimum and maximum values of Zener current which is flowing. Okay, so we should know that the maximum Zener current will be flowing when the input voltage is maximum. So this concept you should know. Okay, so the concept behind this is, what is the concept? When Vin is Vin, okay, it is maximum. When Vin is maximum, Zener current IZ will be maximum. That is the first case. Second case, similarly, we can write the vice versa. So when V input is minimum, then Zener current IZ will be minimum. This is what you should know. This concept you should know. Okay. So if you know this concept, then we can proceed with. Okay. For each and every one, it is the same here. Like KVL, if you apply KVL in this mesh, then it can be written as, this is our Vin, right? Vin is equal to this VR. This is the voltage across this one can be taken as the VR, and the voltage across this one is VZ. Okay, so it is Vin is equal to VR plus VZ, like that we can write. So at this node, so at this node you can write the total current. I is equal to summation of these two leaving currents. It is incoming current, this is leaving current. So I is said, there is Zener current plus IL is, it is load current. Like that you should be able to write the first equation as well as the second equation. Whatever be the Zener problems asked, you should be able to write like this. Okay, now we can solve this. So we are going to find out the maximum Zener current and the minimum Zener current. Okay, so we'll see maximum Zener current. Okay, so for that, what is the input voltage should be? It should be maximum. Vin should be maximum. So Vin should be maximum means, what is the maximum input voltage here available? If you see, actually the Vin is actually varying from, Vin varies, right? It is a varying input voltage. So it is varying from 80 volt to 120 volts. In that, this 80 volt will be the minimum input voltage and this one would be the maximum input voltage. So Vin maximum is equal to 120 volt, isn't it? So then if you go for the first equation, that is your KVL, what we are writing according to KVL, V input is equal to VZ, that is VR plus VZ. This is the second equation, isn't the first equation we used to write KVL is equal to V input, that is equal to VR plus VZ. Here V in is now replaced by V in maximum, right? So V in maximum means what we can put, it is equal to 120 volt. 120 volt is equal to VR, right? So we don't know still about VR plus VZ is actually given in the problem. Here it is given as 50 volt. Okay, so we can substitute this as 50. Now from this we can calculate what is VR, isn't it? VR is equal to 120 minus 50. So it is equal to 70 volt. Right. So now we have to find out the, we can pass on to the second equation. So what is the second equation? That equation is KCL. Okay. By KCL we know the total current is equal to IZ current plus IL current. In that way we have to write, isn't it? So here, if you check this, IL current, how do you calculate IL current? So we may need to calculate actually the Zener current. Finally we need to find out the Zener current, because the minimum Zener current only we want to, maximum Zener current we want to find out. So I is at maximum we need to find out. This is the question mark. What is the value of this Zener current is the question mark. So other two parameters like this IL and I should be known to us. So how to calculate this IL? IL is V by R, right? So VL by RL, isn't it? So VL is nothing but VZ. We know that it is the voltage across the Zener diode. So that divided by RL. What values are given here? For this VZ it is 50 volt, and RL value we know that it is given as 10 kilo ohm. Kilo ohm means 10 into 10 power 3. Okay. So it is equal to 5 milliamps. Like that again we are getting. And how to calculate this I value for our case? I value is equal to this VR value divided by V by R, right? That R value in the input. So VR value we have just now calculated, isn't it? This is 70 volt is the VR value. So we can substitute this as 70 divided by R value is given in the problem itself. So what is the R value? This 5 kilo ohm is the R value. So it is equal to 5 into 10 power 3, because it is kilo ohm it is given, right? So it is 14, this is 14 milliamps. Okay, fine. Now what we need to find out? We need to find out IZ. IZ is equal to this I minus IL. Total current minus this IL will be giving you this IZ. So IZ is equal to I value is 14. This IL value is 5. So IZ is 9 milliamps. So this is the answer for maximum current. This is the maximum Zener current. Like that we are specifying. Okay. So the maximum Zener current that can be allowed is 9 milliamps. Okay. Similarly, we can calculate the minimum, right? Minimum Zener current also we can calculate. So what is the minimum Zener current? Minimum Zener current. Okay. So this also actually we can calculate. Fine. So for that, what we need to take, V in should be taken as the minimum, right? V in. So this V in should be taken, considered as V in minimum, like that we have to consider. So what is the minimum? Here value for in this problem it is 80, right? 80 is the minimum. Okay. So V in minimum can be taken here as V in minimum, that can be taken as 80 volts. Okay. Then what is the current that would be flowing if we take it? What it is actually? We apply the KVL equation here. The formula is total input voltage is equal to VZ VR plus VZ, like that it is dividing, isn't it? We know this by seeing this and applying KVL, right? So if you see this circuit, if you start from here and writing this equation, then 80 is equal to VR voltage plus VZ voltage. VR is, what is it? VR we have calculated it is VR is equal to 70. So here we need to find out, 1 second. Okay, we know what? We know this V in minimum. So V in minimum is equal to 80 volts, that is equal to VR. VR we need to find out plus V is already given, it is given as 30. Okay, so from that we can find out this VR value. So VR value is equal to 80 minus 50, that is 30. Volts. Now the question is to find out the minimum Zener current. So IZ is what? That is the question. Minimum, that to minimum. Okay, this minimum occurs when V in is minimum, right? So the according to Kirchhoff's current law, KCL, according to Kirchhoff's current law, we can write I is equal to I, the total current is equal to two branch currents, that is IZ, plus the next one is load resistance. So through load resistance some current is flowing, that is IL, right? So I total I is equal to Zener current plus load current. Okay, so in on that case we have to find out this IZ, which is considered as minimum value, so that can be brought to the left side. So IZ minimum, that is equal to, if you check, it is I minus IL. Okay, that is I minus IL. So here these two parameters we should know. How to calculate this I? Very well, we can easily calculate it I as this VR by R. That we can calculate. So VR value we have found out here. So just now we have found out this as 30. So we can substitute this 30 divided by resistance R. The resistance R is given as 5 kilo ohm. So it is 5 kilo ohm. Then it is 6 milliamps. Sorry, 6 amps. Yeah, it is I5 into 10 power 3. That's why it is coming as 6 milliamps. Okay. Then similarly we should be knowing how to calculate this IL also, right? IL also we should be able to calculate. So how to calculate IL? IL is very simple. This is voltage across the load divided by VL is nothing but VZ, right? VL is nothing but VZ. So we should know what is the VZ value. VZ is, if you check, it is 50. Okay, so this EL is 50 divided by RL. Okay, so for this RL it is 10k. It is 10k. So 10 into 10 power 3. So 5 into 10 power minus 3. It is 5 milliamps. Okay. So what it is? We need to find out I is at minimum, right? So we have to calculate I. I is at minimum. Minimum is equal to I minus IL, isn't it? So I, we have found out this as 6 milliamps minus this IL is 5 milliamps. So the answer would be like this 1 milliamps. Okay, so it is I is a of so we have calculated, that's it. I is at minimum is equal to 1 milliamps. Okay, that's it.